Hi, welcome to valuationpodcast.com, a podcast and video series about all things related to business and valuation. My name is Melissa Gragg, and I provide divorce mediation and valuation services in St. Louis, Missouri. Today, we have the privilege of discussing the NACVA 30 years and beyond with Brien Jones. Brien is a seasoned association executive, and NACVA is located in Salt Lake City. He's the Chief Operations Officer and Executive Vice President of the National Association of Certified Valuators and Analysts. He's also part of the Global Association of Certified Valuators and Analysts and Consultants Training Institute. I think we're going to be learning, but I think we're also going to be kind of maybe just being with each other, being compassionate and be like, oh, how are you doing? Are you okay? I don't know if I'm okay, but let's talk about it, like a vulnerability and maybe an authenticity that we haven't seen before. And I'm kind of excited for that.
I am too. It's the perspective we have now, right? And how important human connection is. Before we took it for granted, I will admit I did, right?
Mm-hmm.
I was on these meetings, working the meeting and doing my role as an association executive, meeting the members, and now I really look back and it's that perspective. I think it's like to look back, and you made the point perfectly, is to say, what do I not want to do again? What have I learned now that I want to do better? And I think when we do come back together, we might have a different perspective and appreciation for that human connection. It's been a rough year, and seeing those people and those relationships are going to have a new opportunity for us. And taking things to breaking them down, to not try and take on so much all at one time either. It's like, how do you eat that apple one bite at a time, and just savor that delicious flavor of, okay, I'm going to do this thing this week. I'm going to tackle this project right now, and relish in that, and learn from that, and then take the next step, and then take the next step. It's a realistic breakdown of moving towards another level of growth.
Yeah. And I used to love the in-person conferences more from a social aspect. Like I really liked going in and be like, oh my gosh, I know like most of these people, like, oh, how are you? How are you?
Right.
What's going on? What's going on? And so I think that those are kind of why we will go back to it in some capacity. We might be more choosy about the things that we do. But I think that we will definitely be doing more things in person. But, the pandemic allowed technology to catch up to where we wanted to be. And so now we technologically can do things more online, and we will choose to be together in a different way. But I think that, at least you and I have another 30 years in there, maybe 30, maybe 20, 25,
I love my job. I do. This is something.
We're so young. Come on, Brien.
Well, you asked the question, is there something that I want to leave behind? And that is balance, work-life balance.
Yes.
I was that guy who 50% or more of my job was travel. I was that guy whose my parents and grandparents were like, work hard. And it's important to work hard. And I did excessive hours, and so now I'm in a different place in perspective. It's like, I really need to have better balance. I can work hard, like I was saying, bite all the apple down in nuggets and don't shove it in your mouth all the time. It's like, I needed to apply that to myself too, to have work-life balance. And that's something I certainly want to leave behind. And maybe I'll work another 30 years, but not like I used to. I want to work and achieve the things I did, but I want to work smarter. I want to have better balance in my life. And that's important to take forward, I think, at least from my perspective. It's I don't want to be that guy I was. I want to be something better.